talk about understanding the meaning of the word love. Okay, but most likely probably is the most abused. Yeah, because people use love more than they use the word truth. Probably, well, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. People don't use the word faith as much as they do truth or love. Okay, so they're probably the two most abused and used for manipulation through brain chemical addiction words in the entire world. Right? Truth and love. Right? And because people, I love you can't like I love you like my Jeep, right? You can't love your Jeep. Okay. No, you're thinking with your dick. You can't love your Jeep. Okay. Man obviously thought with his dick. The guy who said, I love you like my Jeep, right? And so, you can't love a car. Okay. It took your wife to the hospital and your baby was born without any birth defects. Or so you think. Okay. Most likely your baby is born with petroleum in them. Okay. Have a propensity to get childhood cancer or heart disease. Okay. And already have bad brain chemical activity because of the relative acceptance of violent sex cult competition over money. Okay. So baby is born healthy and strong forever, my lady. It's like a dream. I'm holding you close as this is ecstasy. No, it's not. You're not living the Lord's Prayer. You're not living true, full, or faithful lives. You're not being loved. You're bumping uglies for money and hell. Okay. It's not hard. Okay? You get people dressed up in designer clothes on TV talking about professional football because they're addicted to bumping uglies for money and hell. You're not living the Lord's Prayer? Then please shut the fuck up. Okay. I've got work to do here. I'm a voice. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. When they kicked me off Facebook, okay, Facebook was changing their dynamic to their interactive, and anybody can come in and do this and stuff. That's not true. I can't. I tried. They will not let me back onto the Facebook community because my thoughts and linguistics corrects their manipulation by using fallacy to manipulate people with philanthropy. Okay? Now, the young man last night on TV that was the CEO of YouTube, okay, was talking about how, no, we haven't done that with our technology, okay? We haven't made it to where everybody can come in and participate in the manipulation of the masses with technology to where they control the narrative of how they make the money and set up the community standards on what's their community standards for philanthropy. Right? YouTube hasn't done that. Okay. YouTube, they're in control of the philanthropy. You have to, is this for kids? Okay, then say it's not for kids. Then you can say not pretty much what you want. There's a lot of responsibility in the narratives and the linguistics given to them by the supreme joke called this court and Congress, okay, who all, kiss ass and they're bootlickers and buttlickers to the Pentagon, right? And anybody in their right mind would not lick their boots or lick their ass because it's like, there's no way in hell I'm going to let my kids grow up to be perverts like you. Okay, no. Okay. I will do everything like I told him in Sierra Vista. Take my money, go to Mexico with it. I'll make more money to survive your bullshit. You take my daughter to Mexico and rape her to death. I will hunt you down and kill you, and life is eternal and grace is infinite. Boom. What happens if they blow it all up? I still hunted them down and killed them for raping my daughter in Mexico for money. And Muhammad told me there's nothing wrong with being part of a sun that provides photosynthesis to a planet where a Katie isn't getting raped and a Natalie's not getting sexually manipulated. We have excellent cantaloupe parties with sing-starring. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back. Yeah, my daughters are singing that. Oh, woman, you're the meanest thing. You're the meanest thing I've ever done seen. I guess if you say so. I have to take my things and go. I used to get a 99th percentile on Ray Charles and Darius Rucker. I thought I could sing Mike, everybody hurts, but no, I was terrible. Could not do his cadence. I get 99th percentile in Ray Charles, Elvis Presley, and Darius Rucker. That ain't too bad. Yeah. Yes, no more. Could I see the sunlight caress your hair? You know, so I'm like, that's pretty cool. I can get, you know, high percentiles on SingStar with Elvis, Ray Charles, and Hootie and the Blowfish. Let her cry, let her go. And, the sun comes up tomorrow, let her go, let her cry. You know, so I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. I can hang with Hootie and the Blowfish, Ray Charles, and Elvis. And his hunger burns, so he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Elvis was, you know, he was mickety mack, wiggity whack with the girls there, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You silly, I'm crazy. I am funny. But, it's like, no, I don't sit around going, can you believe I'm only getting 2 views? And these assholes who bump uglies for money are getting millions of likes and shares? Well, yes, I can. Why? Nobody's staying up for the Lord's Prayer but me. Okay? So it says in all the stories, even the Hindu and the Buddhist stories and the Shinto stories, okay, that it has to be the guy from the people of Europa that think they dominate the world, okay? And his faith, I stand alone. I'm Godsmack. Okay, I'm just kidding around. So it's me. You know, you stand in my shadow. Right now, it's like, oh God, I look like that drunken white guy that passed out naked that was mean to me and the kids, the alcoholic. I remember when I was trying to save him from embarrassment because he passed out naked in his doorway at Casa Mia. I called the paramedics and I held the blanket for them to treat him so other people he wouldn't embarrass himself by being naked in his doorway. I found him, I put a blanket over him, and then I called the paramedics, and he hated me because when the bitchy old lady was there, all the kids had to stay inside. Because they said you have to be outside, there has to be a parent outside. Well, I was the on-site manager, and all the kids, all the welfare moms and the crip girlfriend, baby mamas and stuff would, oh, okay, Ralph's out there, everybody go to the pool. Ralph's out there, everybody go out and play Frisbee. Right, Jay, the girls are out there too, Earl. So I'd be having a tea party over here, reffing the soccer game, and that guy hated it. All these goddamn kids out here making fucking noise, because he stayed up drunk all night and wanted to sleep all day, and he wanted quiet. And it was in Phoenix and it's hot. But no, we had a swimming pool, and his apartment was right by the swimming pool. Okay, he hated me. And then I found him passed out drunk with a bloody head, and where he hit his head on the concrete, naked, in his front doorway. And instead of, yo, fucking pervert, I went and got a blanket and covered him up, and then called the paramedics and stuff to help him. And then held the blanket and diverted my eyes. And I said, oh gosh, well, I hope when I get older I don't look like that. And I look at myself, oh, I look just like that guy. Thanks, physical scientists at the Pentagon, that were jealous of my sexual reputation because you spied on my house and never let me enjoy sex for more than 2 weeks at a time in my life. Thank you for your excellent fucking treatment of such a wonderful lover. I had the best reputation as a lover man everywhere I went. The best lover reputation in the history of the U.S. military. Because when I went to Fort Huachuca and they were all sexually grooming and abusing my wife and her daughter, okay, who would go home and take care of the kids? Who would not? And the women at the fort, you know, would talk to me about it. The one lesbian young sweet lady called me sir and was real nice to me. The women that worked at the convenience stores where all the men fucked around on their wives, because these guys are pathetic and they're gross and they think they're all that and they're not. You think they'd have at least the decency to wear a fucking condom. They have a wife and kids at home, right? So all the women in that area were like, Earl's the best. And then trying to make me look like a pervert because they were sexually manipulating Amy, and Amy was trying to survive it and teach her daughter how to survive it on a subconscious level, because we're not home invading scientists and they're going, he's not good enough to protect children and women from perverts like us. Well, first of all, you forgive debt and trespass, love one with eternal faithful peace. So therefore, there's no necessity, okay, to have overly invasive technology within the domicile, because it's in the interest of natural security of genocidal operations through philanthropy. Okay, so, you know, I am so much more efficient and brilliant and brave and kind and beautiful at protecting children from perverts like you. I know who Little Rock is now. Okay, it was a head fuck to try to make me feel like an egomaniac, because they said the only thing more amazing than him is his ego. You know, it's like, no, that's you. Rockefeller and all his people, you know, first, you know, he's got an ego problem. They thought I had an ego problem. I didn't have an ego problem. I am the spirit of King David turned into a mythological god by Constantine the prick, the most likely the ancestor of Machiavelli. Okay? Do you understand? Okay? Have you read Machiavelli? Or do you see what Constantine did with Jesus to make him a Roman? Who's got the ego fucking problem? Jesus didn't have an ego problem. Like Sergeant Montalvo, Parsons, you don't have an ego problem. You can admit when you're wrong, and you're rarely wrong, and usually when you're wrong, it's not because you're wrong because you're being self-righteous or indignant, or it's because you had bad information and you misassess the situation, and then once you get the good information, you correct yourself, and you usually help correct the situation. And I was 4 years younger. I drove her crazy. Every time I hear bothered, bewitched, and bewildered, the Nancy Wilson version, I think of my Miriam, because that's how she was with me. He can laugh it, but I love it, although the laugh's on me. Oh, fuck you, Parsons, you wish. Where's fuck you at tonight? You ain't here. I know Montalvo ain't cussing him out. Yeah. It was a wonderful love affair. We never kissed, not once. They never kissed. No, we will never. I missed out on that because the Pentagon would have killed her. She had too much. She believed in me too much and trusted me too much and had too much, you know, she had been treated like shit too much to fuck up with me. And the same would have happened with Michelle if I hadn't fucked up the date. Because she'd have taken a chance on me because I was such a good father and a good person. But I fucked up the date on purpose trying to protect her from being killed, but they killed her anyway. Well, that's what happens when you guys all reject the Lord's Prayer in 2009 and trust politicians over the Lord. Michelle trusted me, and you guys watched her be murdered, and you haven't got up a day since to stand up for the one black woman's life in the United States of America that really mattered during the apocalypse, and that's Melinda Michelle Bowen. If you don't believe that, you're a complete fucking pathetic asshole. All right? Does that work, Raymond? Okay, Angie? And Demi and Danny? And the grandkids, every time I see that picture of Demi with her daughter, I cry because it reminds me so of Michelle. Okay, guys, I love you. All right, peace.